Hi, I'm Danny, one of the chefs here at Local Crate, and today we're going to be baking chicken shawarma bowls with tzatziki sauce. Before you get started, make sure you read through the entire recipe and preheat the oven to 400 degrees. We're going to start with the mise en place. I like to cut the cherry tomatoes in half horizontally because that way you can see the inside of the seeds and it looks a little bit nicer when you put it on the plate. So now we're going to take the parsley and just rough chop it. Now we're going to cut the cucumbers. So we're basically going to remove the ends and then we're going to cut it in half. So we're going to make sure that we cut through one piece into slices, and after we cut it in slices, we're gonna cut it into strips and then dice it. And the other half, we're just gonna slice into small circles. Now we're gonna take our lemon, cut it in half and juice it. Now I believe the best way to juice a lemon is to stick a fork in it, and then that fork kind of creates a friction and helps you pop all the little juice pouches inside of the lemon. Now we're gonna mince or grate the garlic. So I'm gonna take the garlic and put it on the cutting board, and I'm gonna use the back of this knife to smash it. And once it's smashed, it's easier to run your knife through it and mince it. Now we're gonna take our chicken breasts, remove them from the package, rinse and pat dry. We're gonna use a separate cutting board to cut these in about 1/4 of an inch slices. You should get about 7 to 8 slices from each breast. Now that our mise en place is finished, we're gonna start marinating the chicken. We're gonna take an oven-safe baking dish, add the chicken breasts. We're gonna add half of our garlic, about 1 tablespoon of oil, about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, good pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper, and our shawarma spices. Now I'm gonna use my hands to mix it all together until it's well incorporated and allow it to marinate for 5 to 7 minutes. We're gonna start cooking the rice. We're gonna start by placing our jasmine rice in a pot. We're gonna add 1 1/4 cups of water and a pinch of salt and pepper. Now we're gonna bring this over to the stove. We're gonna bring it up to a simmer, and once it boils, turn it down all the way to low and cook it for 20 to 25 minutes until it's tender. Now that our chicken is marinated, we're gonna take it over to the oven and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes, turning it halfway to make sure that it's evenly cooked. While our chicken is roasting, we're gonna start making the tzatziki sauce. So we're gonna add the diced cucumbers, all of our yogurt, the remaining garlic, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, a teaspoon of water, our tahini, and a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Last, we're gonna add half of the parsley and combine it all together until very well incorporated. Now that our chicken is done, we've pulled it out of the oven and given it a gentle toss. Our rice is also done, and we fluffed it with a fork. We're gonna start plating our dish. We're gonna start by dividing the rice between 2 bowls. We're gonna add half of the chicken to each bowl. And one of the pro tips on this recipe is make sure you take the remaining juices on the baking dish and kind of drizzle them all over your rice. It'll give it an extra kick. We're gonna take these cucumbers and fan them out in one segment of the dish. Now we're gonna divide the tomatoes between the 2 bowls. We're gonna get these gorgeous tomato halves looking up. Now we're gonna top these bowls with a big dollop of our tzatziki sauce. Last, we're gonna take the remaining parsley and kind of sprinkle it all over our bowl. There you have it, chicken shawarma bowls with tzatziki sauce. For more recipes, visit localcrate.com/cook.